anytime I'm out driving, I am always looking for real estate. I'm always looking for homes that don't have anybody living in them, and I'm like getting the addresses and I'm putting them down, and I'm reaching back out to people, man, because you just never know. You just might get somebody that want to sell. So that's one of the ways that I find properties. I know people are always asking, how do you find properties? Well, that is one of the ways. One of the ways is driving and looking for abandoned homes. Seeing if there's any around, getting the addresses, and then looking those addresses up and calling those people and seeing if they want to sell. That is one way. Another way is social media. Tell people what you do. People are like, I don't want to tell people what I do. They're going to block my blessings. Because I tell people what I do, that's how I've been able to buy some houses, because people have reached out to me and asked me, do I want to buy the house? Why would they reach out to me and ask me that? The only reason they would do that is because they know what I do. I share what I freaking do. Another way is, of course, MLS, Realtor, Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, all of the websites that sell homes. Even Facebook Marketplace. You can find decent mobile homes. You can find decent homes that people may be willing to sell. You just gotta make sure it's not a scam. I don't fool around with Craigslist. A lot of scammers out there. Matter of fact, when I've listed my properties for rent on Zillow, I've had people from Craigslist steal the listing and put it on Craigslist and pretend that they're listing my property for rent. So beware of that. So I don't list my properties. I don't even fool up with Craigslist. Too many scammers for me. Another way that I find property is the newspaper, which is, kind of like social media, which social media is really a great one. Word of mouth, talking to people in person. You can go to tax sales. I've done that a couple times. It's pretty interesting to be there doing that. Other ways that there's so many different ways you can get properties, find properties, but these are the ways that I have done it. I don't tell people go do this like I've done that, and I haven't done it. I'm really authentic, and I'm just sharing with you the ways that have worked really, really well for me. Also connecting with other investors, or if I'm buying from an investor, asking that investor, hey, do you have any other property that you want to sell? Or do you know any other investors that have property that they want to sell? So simply asking them that. Also asking attorneys who close my loans, because they're real estate attorneys, asking them if they know any investors that want to sell or want to offload. Could they, always keep me in mind if they hear their clients come in and saying they got some other properties they'd like to sell. Keep me in mind as a buyer. Connecting with wholesalers. Wholesalers is another great way to find properties, because wholesalers, what they do is they get the properties from owners, and they then sell that property for the owner. They assign the property and sell it. So of course they're always looking for cash buyers. So wholesalers are amazing as far as locating property, for pennies on the dollar. So those are just some ways I like to do it. You can also go even when looking on Zillow and Realtor.com and Redfin, look at properties that have been on the market for about a year or so. Try reaching out to the owner and just seeing if they're willing to negotiate, because the property's been out there for a long time. They probably will. Or if a property that was on Zillow, the marketplace, whatever, wherever you may have found it, or MLS, and it did not sell and it's still vacant, reach out to the owner and see if they may be willing to entertain an offer for you. So these are just different ways. Also, people don't know that, and I found out about a year and a half ago, Department of Transportation has a website where you can actually buy property. There was a property that I wanted to buy, nice house. I would have had to move it. The Department of Transportation was selling the house because they were widening the road. It was an $8,500 house. So I was trying to get that bad boy, but somebody purchased it. So good luck to them. They purchased it, and of course, you had to pay to have the house moved. But Department of Transportation, HUD, typically, sometimes they'll have homes on their website. So many different places where you can go and find, but really just driving for dollars is what they call it, or driving around the neighborhood and just looking for vacant homes or rundown homes that basically look like they don't have anybody living in them, and see if they want to sell. There's this software called PropStream that a lot of wholesalers and investors use, where you can actually run lists to see like if they're multifamily properties in a certain area that you want to look for, that may not have a loan on them. If they don't have a loan, and you get that list and that address, you could actually go to the seller and say, hey, are you interested in selling this property? Now, and because they don't have any mortgages or liens against it, you could actually, petition them and say, hey, would you like to do seller financing? And when you're doing seller financing, there are no banks involved. I have a seller finance house and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There are no banks involved. You simply go to an attorney, do the title search, you and the seller. The title search, make sure there's a clean title, draft up the mortgage and what you intend to pay. You and the seller negotiate, what the interest rate will be, how much you'll put down, how much time you have to pay that loan off. And that's it. It's not on your credit. You didn't have to go to a bank for financing. More often than not, you don't have to put down a huge sum of money. Like banks are requiring you to put down 20-25% on investor property. Unless, of course, you're buying a small multifamily, 4-unit, 3-unit, 2-unit, or a single-family house, and you're going to live in it, then you can get away without putting the 20-25% down. But of course, you have to live in it for at least a year. I think it is, for a year. So if you buy a fourplex, 4 units, 4 doors, you can live in one and rent out the other 3, which is amazing. And I think it's an awesome way to buy property. If you're doing an FHA, you can get away with putting down anywhere between 3.5% to 10%. If you're a VA veteran like myself, you don't have to put any money down. So imagine buying a 4-unit, you living in one, no money down. All you're doing is paying the closing costs. And you got 3 tenants that's paying you money every month, okay? Whether it's a duplex, you live in one and you got a tenant paying you money in the other one. You're essentially living mortgage free. Let's think about that. Or if you get a single family home and it's got about 5-6 rooms in it, 3 rooms, 2 rooms. You live in one room and you rent the other rooms to other people. So there's so many different ways that you can make money with this real estate thing. You can fix the houses and you can flip them, sell them. With the way the market is right now, if you're in a pretty decent market, it's going to go. Like for me, I'm looking for houses in the Florence area because I want to flip a few of them this year before the year is out, because the market is so great in Florence, South Carolina. So I'm looking to buy some houses that are $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, turn around and put about $40,000, $50,000 in and fix it and turn around and sell it for about $200K. The market is calling for it. So these are just some of the things that you will learn in our seminar if you want to come out, guys. It's June 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have some dynamic speakers. We have a realtor, multi-million-dollar producer realtor that's coming. Tell us what the market is looking for, what it's calling for, what's selling, how to get your house sold, all that great stuff. We also have a multi-million-dollar producer loan officer who's coming to tell you about the different loan programs that you can qualify for, how they work. A lot of you think you got to have perfect credit. That is not the case. You don't have to have perfect credit to get funding for a home. All right, so come out and hear what the loan officer has to say. Got an amazing wholesaler. She's made $100,000 in a month assigning properties. That's right. Listen, wholesaling is an amazing thing. I'm excited to learn more about that myself. So for those of you who may be short on cash and you want to get started in real estate, wholesaling might be the way to go. Unless you have partners who have money, or or you're getting good with hard money lenders. Okay, so and then I will be there as well, telling you about how to fix and flip house, how to find houses, how to fix the houses and hold them and put tenants inside, how to screen your tenants, how to find the right contractors. If you want to refi and get the cash out, if there's enough equity, I'm telling you how to do that. I'm telling you how to use other people's money, hard money lenders, private lenders, and to get a temporary loan, short-term loan, bridge loan, until you get permanent financing, right? Still using other people's money. So I'll be there telling you how to do that. This is what I do. This is not speaking out of theory. This is what I do. All the people that we have coming to speak, this is what they do. They're not speaking from theory. They do this every freaking day. So we have about 10 seats left. If you want to register, you can go to moneywithrealestate.com, moneywithrealestate.com. And if you don't register, it's okay. Hopefully you found this video very helpful, and I would love for you to share it if you're watching it on